Hey guys, so today I'll be talking about the problem subsets, which states that there is a set of distinct integers and we have to return all the possible subsets of it. So if there are if there is a set like 1 comma 2 comma 3, we have to return all possible subsets which are 2 to the power n subsets in total. And this will include the null set also. So one thing we need to notice here is that it contains distinct integers, so we don't have to consider duplicates or worry about it as such. So in each step it will be like a depth first search, where we'll be traversing the whole array and adding elements one by one as we traverse through it. So if we come to the code, so let's say we will have a result array, a current array, and we need a utility function which will help us in finding all the subsets. So let's say we call it find subset util, and in there we pass the nums array, the current array, and the index from where we want to start, which is 0. And at the end, because result will be like modified, we can just return the result. This result array will be modified in the find subset util function. So coming to the find subset util function, I will write the code first in order to make it more comprehensible later on. I will be explaining in a detail later on, so don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so there will be nums, current, and index that will be passed, and at the first step only we have to push that current array, and we will have to push a copy of that, so that so this is like this triple dot current is like a spread operation, so it will basically spread all the elements of the current array and return a new array with all the elements of the current array. We need this because if we return the current array in the subsequent steps, when the current array will be modified, it will also modify all the previous arrays that has been pushed to rest. So that's why we need to return a push a copy of the current array every time. And in here we have to traverse the array, so index I less than nums dot length plus. So at the first we need to push the current value in the nums array. Then we need to again traverse, do some kind of depth first search for all the other elements. So it will be nums, current, and I plus 1. Then after that we have to pop the element that we have inserted, so that we can again iterate through the loop and insert the next element in the current array. And yeah, I think that's it. So let's run the code. Okay, accept it. Okay, it succeeded. So I will now come to the explanation part of it. Like I said, it contains all distinct integers. Let's say we have this uh, let's say we have this example only 1 comma 2 comma 3. So how we are working about in the code is like, we are first taking an empty set. Let's say this is the current set. We will push this current set into the resultant set. So let's say we have result, we will have an empty array pushed. Next, what we will be doing is like taking the current. Okay, let's say just take a variable current. In that I will insert the first element that I will get, so it will be 2. Then we will insert this current array into the resultant array, so we will insert 2. Then we'll sorry, not 2, it will be 1, my bad. Yeah, it will be 1. So we'll insert 1 here. Then we will get 2, so we'll make current as 1 comma 2. We will again insert this in the resultant array. Next in the loop we will get 3, so we'll insert that into the current array. So as you can see, the current array itself is getting modified, so that's why I just informed like we have to like push like a copy of the current array at every instance, so that it doesn't get modified. So if we like we would have used the same current array, it will all be of the same value. So it will, the empty array will also be 1 comma 2. This one having this only one element would have become 1 comma 2. So that's why we need to return a copy at every instance. So then we will get 1 3. So we'll insert this. Now comes the interesting part. So after this, what we need to do is like we are checking that there is no other elements here after 3, so we will be popping this 3. So we will pop 3 from here. Then we'll come back to this instance, and here we'll again pop this. So we will pop this, and we will check if there is any other like value to the right of it, which will get 3. So we'll insert 3 here, and we will again insert this. So every time we insert some element, we are pushing that pushing that set into the resultant set. So after that we see that it is also exhausted, so we'll again remove this we'll again remove this 3. Then we'll come at this instance, like at the first one, and we'll forward a loop here, and we'll again pop this 1 and make it 2. So we will pop this one, take the next value 2, we'll again insert this here. Next we will keep on appending 3. This will get reflected here. So you can understand the general idea how we are approaching. So basically we are always pushing the values to the current array, and whenever it gets like after pushing, whenever it gets like exhausted, we are popping that value, coming to the previous instance, and again inserting the next value to current, and then again pushing that current array into rest. So that's how this code works basically. So at the very beginning it will be an empty array current, we will push it here, as we see we pushed it here, then we will take a loop from that index and push it into the current array. So we are pushing 1 into the current array and then passing that current array to the final subset util, which in turn will again push it in the resultant array. And after all of these tasks are completed, we are popping that element, so which we find like here at this instance we are popping 3, and then we are popping 2, and then inserting again. This loop continues and we are again pushing the next index, next num psi into the current array. So this is like only this thing like we are only doing because we know that it has distinct integers. If it wouldn't have distinct integers, like if the array contains something like this, then we would have got some duplicate subsets like 1 comma 2 comma 3. We would have got that twice. So in that case we need to check for duplicacies, which is not required to be checked in this problem, but in the future in some other videos when I encountered this kind of problem, I will surely share that tutorial with you all. And I hope you enjoyed this short interesting subsets problem. It's a very interesting medium problem on LeetCode, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please do give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.